So there's this guy named Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. He's this huge scholar whose name you probably recognize because he's the founder of the Hanbali madhab, one of the four major madhab. Now one day Imam Ahmad rahimahullah is traveling through this small town where he's not really known. Now he doesn't really have a place to stay and it's starting to get dark, so he decides, hey, I'm going to stay at the Masjid in this local community. So he makes his way to the Masjid, and when he gets there, there's this guy, the night guard. Now the night guard doesn't know who Imam Ahmad is, so he refuses to let this man stay the night at the Masjid. Now after a little while, Imam Ahmad lays down anyways, and this guy cannot let it go. So what does he do? He goes and grabs Imam Ahmad by his feet and drags him out of the Masjid onto the street. So as this whole scene is breaking out, there's this guy who's walking past the Masjid, and he's the baker for the community. Now, seeing this guy getting dragged out of the Masjid by his feet, he decides to tell the guy, hey, you can crash at my bakery. Considering the situation Imam Ahmad did, he accepts the guy's invitation. So the baker takes this guy, who he thinks is a stranger, to his bakery, and he starts preparing for the next day. Now, while this guy's preparing, Imam Ahmad notices that he's like mumbling underneath his breath. So he takes a closer listen. It turns out the baker, the entire time that he's doing his work, is making istighfar. He's just saying astaghfirullah over and over and over again. Seeing this, obviously Imam Ahmad gets happy, but he also gets curious. So he asks the man, why are you doing istighfar? Have you ever benefited anything from this? And the guy says, of course. Actually, Allah has answered every single one of my du'as except for one. Now, anybody in their right mind would obviously be curious about this, and Imam Ahmad is not an exception to that. So Imam Ahmad asked this man, what is this dua that went unanswered? So the baker says that Allah allows me to meet Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. I don't know how to break this to you, but like you're talking to the guy. Imam Ahmad is obviously smiling at this point. He says, Subhanallah, Allah dragged me by my feet out of the Masjid to your bakery to fulfill your dua. Subhanallah. Okay, so what's the point of me telling you the story? What's the lesson behind it? Being Muslim is more than just the 5 pillars of Islam. It's also about having Iman. Now, Iman by itself has 6 pillars, but one of these pillars is Qadr. You have to believe that there's things that are predestined for you, that your Qadr is already written down for you. And if something is supposed to get to you, there's no way it can miss you. And if something is not supposed to get to you, there's no way that it can reach you. Now, the baker was making du'as for presumably a long time, and his du'as went unanswered, but he still kept persisting in the dua. Why? Because he believed in Qadr, that if it was good for him, Allah would have it written down for him. And lo and behold, his Qadr was completed by dragging an imam out of a masjid by his feet to his bakery. Anyway, I hope you learned something. Assalamu alaikum.